All right, guys, so we got a whole lot of stuff going on at the shop, but right now we got some more cool stuff being dropped off over here at this location, which is Holden Bros 2.0. We got 12er.
Mike.
Y'all ain't met this guy. This is old Pops. Kind of a dweeb, but he's all right.
Yeah.
Now, check this out, y'all. Booyah. So these are limestone, what they call butter stick blocks. That's what we call them anyway. They weigh, what do these things weigh, Daddy?
2,800 pounds a piece.
2,800 pounds a piece. And this is our second load. You can see the ones we've got stacked over here. And Steven and my old man have been over here working between the Mini X, the skid steer, and a roller, and cut this corner out right here. And they were rolling this deal in. We borrowed a roller. You can see it over there in the corner from a buddy of ours. Had a hydraulic line leak, and a wire actually chafed and caught the thing on fire. Wish we'd have got that on film. Steven was riding that like, just, I can't even imagine, you know, riding that thing out here. It's 100 degrees and then it catches on fire up the center of that thing. He said he had to bail off of it. They had to work their ass off to get that thing moved over there because it wouldn't move under its own power, and those things weigh quite a bit. Anyway, they've been rolling this in, building this up in lifts about 4 to 6 inches at a time, because we're going to take these blocks and we're going to use those between the ones on the trailer and the ones we've got here, and actually build us a retaining wall around this corner so that we can backfill all the material off the front edge of the shop into there and build this corner up, so that we can drive around this without having to worry about the wall blowing out or any kind of irrigation issue. We just had our the septic system finished up this morning. You can see all this fresh dirt that's moved around right here. That was from, these are the lateral lines and stuff. And you can see actually the lid to that there. So it comes out, there's a clean out over there at the shop on the wall. That comes down to the tank, and then from there out into the field where it's gonna kind of trickle out into the dirt. And you can kind of see this corner a little bit better from here. Basically, imagine this built up and then this ground coming out flush, just basically under flush for where that concrete is up there. The plan is, you see this flashing running down the kind of the belt line, if you will, of the building. That flashing is there because there's a roof tie-in that comes off, and this is actually going to be another covered awning, kind of like the front and the back. A little bit, it's not going to be as broad, but it's going to come out, and this is where Steve and I are going to park. We've got some AC units that are going to go along the wall over here, and so this is really going to work out best so that we can backfill all this stuff, pack this super tight, and then pour some additional concrete down that side of the building. So a lot of stuff going on here at one time, and I'm going to try to cover all of it with you guys. So while he's unloading those blocks, you can see that we've got these fellas right here, Spray Right Incorporated. These dudes are here doing all the spray foam on the inside of the building. A lot of guys have been wondering, saying, hey, that's dumb to AC that without spray foam. Haha, spray foam. That's what the plan was the whole time, guys. The folks that mentioned something about it, you were correct. That's the only way to do it. So basically we're gonna turn this into a giant Yeti cooler on the inside. And spray foam works better than regular insulation for a multitude of reasons. You should read up on it if you're considering doing it. Every single thing we've ever been inside of that's spray foam, it is superior in basically every single way than your standard pink roll insulation. So we're super excited about that happening. We're gonna spray foam the ceiling 4 to 6 inches. The wall is like 3 to 5 inches. So the entire envelope, if you will, the entire perimeter of the building will be spray foamed. And the ceiling inside the offices, some of it's overkill, we don't care. We want it to be icebox cold in the office area and nice and cool out here in the shop. That and a big ass fan up there that's an 18-foot span blowing all the AC around inside the shop. This place is gonna be much more comfortable than the current shop that we are in. Let's see if we can stick our head in the door and see what we're working with. Check this out. Look at this. It's pretty cool. See if we can stick our head in here and see what some of that looks like, huh?
Dude, it's killing. Keep doing that.
Yeah, check this out, guys. That is legitness happening right there. This is gonna be so legit. So they're doing the walls right now. Then we're gonna move up to the ceiling. You can see we got all the rest of the conduit run. The electricians finished that stuff up just barely yesterday in time to be able to do this. We've got a couple of other things to do for the AC, but look at that. Look at that. God dang, it's gonna be awesome. Looks like they've already made it up inside here. Man, they're doing a good job of laying this. Very uniform, looks very nice. Panels in here done. Rocking and rolling. We were referred this company by a friend of ours over in Comfort where we live, and they had a shop spray foamed and they did a really good job. So we're excited to see the quality of work that's happening here because this stuff looks really good. We've seen some spray foam jobs where it doesn't look so clean, and this is looking outstanding. Nice and uniform, something you can be proud to show people. What are you so happy for, bud?
I like blocks.
These are butter.
Exactly.
These are butter.
I should take a bite?
Yeah, you should get a bite. It's sweet.
I already tried your wood muffins. Okay?
Yeah, I got wood muffins. I should go get you a wood muffin.
He's gonna really like these. Yeah.
Hey bro, I brought you some wood muffins. I'm glad you waited. These are fresh out of the oven. All right, now this is a big butter stick block.
Can we get a little piece of butter?
Yeah, that is delicious. Oh. Hey, tell the folks how it is, man. I made that.
I love it.
All right, guys, so that's our second load of the butter stick blocks that we're gonna use. Ain't nothing left to do but work. One thing that we knocked out that we didn't get to film really well was building a pump house over here. And this is what's gonna actually deliver water and regulate the pressure to what's going inside the building. Right here is the wellhead, and that's where that runs down in the ground. That well is about 600 foot deep. Out of that, there's a pump that's down in the ground there that lifts the water, brings that all the way over to here where we're gonna have a pressure tank and all the valving and the stuff that's gonna split off from here to fill the fresh water to the shop. And then our giant $50,000, 50,000 gallon thing that we love so much. Love, love, love it. We will love it if there's a fire, but that's what that is. That's water storage for, as per the fire marshal. Not a real crazy structure at all. Built it all out of 2x4. Single pitch roof, nothing crazy. It's gonna kind of blend in with the trees, so we ain't gotta go buck wild and spend a lot of money doing it. But yeah, for right now, we've got that deal framed up, and we're gonna come back here probably during this week or this coming weekend and do the rafters on top, build and frame out the roof, and then roof it and insulate it and site it. So I don't know we haven't made our mind up what we're gonna do here. I think we might have enough R panel left over to do it. Not sure. If we don't, we're just, I don't know, board and batten or Hardy and batten or something and try to make it look nice. But another thing checked off the list. So we are rocking and rolling. We are so close, guys. We are only a few weeks away from the 1st of August, and we need to be done because we got a big announcement to make whenever we get there. Y'all hang in there with us. Okay guys, so let's go find out how much more we need to come up. We're using a transit out here, and what a transit does is it gives you a laser level point. You can do the math and set the machine up to tell you what finish height you want to finish out at. You kind of pick a determined point, then you set the machine up, and you use this stick right here. This is the indicator of whether you need to go up or you need to go down, and this can show you the amount of math that it's going to take to get there. So this thing is set up and it's got a spinning little laser slinger on the inside of there, and what we're going to do is go out here until we hear this thing going beep 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 beep. It'll give kind of slow beeps, beep beep beep, as you're getting closer, and then it'll beep 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 whenever you indicate that you're where you need to be. So let's walk down here and see how low we are in a couple spots. So right here we go. Listen to it. We need to come up about 8 or 9 inches on that corner. Getting over here closer to where Robbie is. That's how far we've got. We're getting closer. We're within a few inches of it. We set some stakes out here to show where grade is, which is where we want to be. So see this stake sitting right here? At the top side of that stake is where we want to be. You can see we're really close to where we need to be. This inside stake right here, the top side of that is where we need to be. So we got to come up a couple of inches there. Basically the edge of this tree right here is grade as well. So this actually planes out across the top of that stake over there and these other couple of stakes that are back here. So we're getting close. It looks like another probably 2 or 3 lifts, and Robbie's gonna roll that stuff in and we'll be that much closer to starting to stack some of these limestone blocks. How hard are you working?
I'm balanced.
What does your shirt say?
Something about
Free
a guy
jelly beans.
Free jelly beans.
We finally got this out here to grade. All this stuff is sitting money where we want it to be, and we're about to lay the first stone. So right here is the back inside corner of the very first stone. Then we're gonna begin the radius around this edge and show y'all what it looks like. All right guys, y'all can see over my shoulder right here, we got quite a bit of stuff done, about half the lift done on the first row of stones. But as Steven was coming around here, he had a hydraulic line pop in the floorboard. He's getting pretty good at wearing hydraulic fluid lately.
Yeah.
How you doing over here, bud?
I'm having a great time.
This is fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels good. It smells good in there.
Yeah, it's just really great.
It's performing.
None of that's hotter than hell either, by the way.
No, it's been running for about 6 hours at 2,600 RPM, so.
Dude, it's like 105 degrees today, like straight up in the shade.
Yeah.
So we had I've got the line in the back of the truck, I'll show it to you in a second, but basically the high pressure line that comes from the pump back here, it's belt
right
fed to
over
there.
there.
It comes out, you can't really see, otherwise I'd shove the camera in there. It kind of runs under that spring and around the corner. It comes from there, it's a high pressure line that feeds this whole block. And it popped right where the crimp meets the 90. And shot several gallons of fluid out. You can see there's a puddle down there in the floorboard. We got stuff running out the front side on the ground.
Yeah, there's a trail from where it popped. Right
This is
there.
really kind of the first major failure we had. We had a slip and belt, but other than that, we put, what, 500 hours on this machine?
Yeah, we put several hundred.
And this is the first time that it's failed. Of course, it failed back there in the sun and in the middle of rocking and rolling,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But anyway, we called Napa. Those dudes coming in
Got the
clutch.
fittings we got.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. So let me show you this line. We'll haul ass Napa and get one and hopefully be able to keep rocking and rolling. Here it is right here. Look at that. Done. Game over. It's an original line. Machine's got like 1,700 hours on it, so I'm guessing that's par for the course. Completely saturated, look. So we're down inside the skid steer, we got the cab lifted up, and that line failed. You can see the new fitting down in that hole. It failed from there up to there. We got the lower fitting tight, Putting the final little snugs on this top one. Last little bit. And then we're gonna top off the hydraulic fluid and get back at it. Went to the Home Depot, got a full load of business to finish this thing. Steven's been over here rocking and rolling, making material, digging it out with the skid steer, making a pile. We're using all of that material for fill down here on the rock wall, the retaining wall that's gonna build up to zero over here. Hey, there's the man of the hour right there. What's up, bud?
Hey, bud, I need you to tell me which rock I need to make flat.
We gotta move 2 rocks actually.
Well, we don't want to move them. We want to try to pick them up and wedge stuff under them.
Okay, all right.
Moving them isn't gonna be fun.
Dude, are you tired? I'm not even, work doesn't make me tired.
Yeah, the heat, I'm like a solar panel.
The hotter you get, the more you
juice I
work,
have.
the better you feel.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Well-
just call me solar panel.
All right, panel. Well, it's 12 o'clock on Sunday and we're done out here for today. We're gonna go spend the rest of the time this weekend with the family. Robbie's about to split and head back up to Dallas. Got quite a bit done. We were 1 sheet shy of being able to finish this on the back corner. So we're gonna grab a sheet, come back, nail that up, throw the insulation in there. And Steven is over here digging out fill dirt. A madman today. Got a new parking spot. That was one of the original plans, was to have a spot for parking there. We dug the last 2 feet out of the back wall, used all that material, kind of cutting this line across here. We were a few feet high here, so we were scooping some of that for material, and you can see we got about 8 to 10 inches from the top of this butterstick block wall filled in here, rolled in lifts. But check it out. Got a few adjustments we're gonna make on the blocks to get them exactly perfect. But, I mean, this thing's looking good. Looking real good. All right, guys, well, we got all the spray foam knocked out on the inside and had a lot of help from a lot of good friends and family here this weekend. We worked our asses off.
Yeah, we did.
Big time home run, made some big moves, but we're done. It's time to go home for everybody.
And go to bed.
And go Mimi, night nights. Nighty night. Sleepy tight. That's pretty much it. Later.
Peace.